At the Peace Institute, we work with families of homicide victims, and we're here to kick off this initiative of Community Uniting for Change. This initiative is obviously to combat the violence in the community. The CUC was assembled to review and respond to a Boston homicide report that was generated through research conducted by the Office of Counselor Chuck Turner. Certainly as a community, we are all concerned and fed up with the current state of community relations, which seems to be marked by fear, confusion, violence, and death. The strategic plan is to now hold a series of workshops to enlist the voices of those who have been directly impacted, that is, victims of violence, those who have lost loved ones through violent acts, and those who have lost loved ones to the prison system. These workshops will provide an opportunity for these individuals to engage in a guided review of the report, from which they can offer suggestions of how we can best use the information to promote change within our community.
I think the police can play in this issue?
Well, I think the police play a role, but I think the more important role is the role that the community plays in this. Law enforcement, as you can see, we've been around since 1630, and we haven't been able to solve the problem without the help of the community. So without the community input, we're just an aid to what's going on.
So what do you think the essentials to police-community partnership is?
I think it's about communication, and earning the trust of the community. I think it's getting back to getting to know the people that we serve.
We're not here to reinvent the wheel. We don't propose to do something that is better than what is already being done. However, we do propose to just do a little more, because we all can agree that a lot more needs to be done, and we can never do too much. We only hope that all of us, as a concerned community, will be able to do enough.
So what can we as a community do to restore the faith in the government?
Well, we can provide opportunities for the community, every community member, to do his or her part to make this a better place. And I believe that the more engaged our community is, the more accountable the elected officials will be, as well as the appointed officials, including our police department. The key is to get involved. This is our responsibility to build a strong community. It's not the responsibility of the police commissioner or the mayor or even the city council. We work for you. And I want this community to walk around like they own this city, because they really do.
If this is not a crisis that doesn't create a public discussion about what is our responsibility, not just the folks who live 3 minutes from this place, but our public responsibility to young people, particularly who are future leaders, then I don't know what could possibly constitute that.
This affects everyone across the board, whether you are part of violence or experience violence or not, or live in a community where violence is being perpetrated. Everyone is a part of this community regardless, and everyone has to realize that if you're not a part of the solution, then you're a part of the problem. If you just sit back and do nothing because you're doing well and your children are doing well and your household is sound, and then you decide that, well, that's them and I'm not going to do anything about it, then you're a part of the problem. And so people have to understand that unless you want to be a part of the problem, come out and be a part of the solution.